Timing was perfect.
The Staples Center downtown. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 guard. Dishes to Gasol. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stat to keep an eye on.
Now Kuzma, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Morris, no good. Middleton with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Middleton looking it over. Top of the key, Holiday.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And to Antetokounmpo. He gets it in there.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And always been a next-level passer at his position. Love watching Gasol involve his teammates and get them going.
Now here is Holiday. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Inside, wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Here's Schroeder. Morris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday surveying the floor. The putback and staying with the play. Middleton.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. Morris passes to Harrell. Out to Morris. Knocked away. Giannis right side. Holiday trying to free himself up. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Holiday against Schroeder. Pass to Harrell. Puts it up there for Harrell. That one no good. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's Schroeder. A rebound by the Bucks.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Count it, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by the Lakers. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Middleton. They get the rebound. Outside Holiday. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo.
And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after. All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Matthews. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here is Forbes. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Off target from 3-point range. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against San Antonio.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. To the inside, Portis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Gasol's in the post, defended by Portis. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Marc Gasol.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Back to Forbes for the 3. Caruso grabs the miss. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. Bucks leading by 6. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Caruso. And that one is hammered home.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. Now here's Matthews. Defense right on him. Passes it to Harrell. Here's Caruso. To the paint. Here's Gasol. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play? When to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on, and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
The pass to Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Gasol.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Giannis outside. Takes the three. The rebound by the Lakers. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now, here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. Here's Portis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 8.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Bucks with possession here. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Lopez against Schroeder. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Misses the 3.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
They get it again. Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with the 3. Morris. Great positioning on the putback.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Schroeder outside. Fires for 3. Lopez grabs the board.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Caldwell Pope finds Kuzma. Pass to Gasol. Nobody near Schroeder. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's the floater, and the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope. The jump hook, good.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. This one for 3. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pushing it up. Here's Kuzma. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you know, whatever punishment or contact comes his way, Kuzma is, when he's driving, he's determined to score.
Holiday finds Lopez. Middleton inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
Middleton outside. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Middleton can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 9. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And the miss. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Kyle Kuzma, Antetokounmpo out there with Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Tucker can't get it to go. The Lakers trail. Fast break. The Lakers. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Another miss by Caldwell-Pope.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Nice shot by Portis.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Out to the wing. Here's Tucker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
You know, when you're guarding Tucker, you've got to account for his jump shot. I mean, if you don't, he'll bite you.
Rebound by Drew Holiday. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fires from deep. Milwaukee the rebound. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Over onto Kumbo, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Holiday. The 3 ball. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Portis to the right side. And it's Connaughton missing. Lakers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Morris. Caldwell Pope for 3. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Morris against Holiday. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. LA's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Schroeder outside. Floats one. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 6. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Schroeder surveying the floor. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Connaughton. That one falls. Connaughton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Milwaukee.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And, partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Middleton is just the total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Here's Caruso. No good. And so the Bucks take the win. There, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
she'll tell you she prefers the term torch carrier because she hasn't forgotten about all the women who came before her. Lisa felt like she was carrying the torch for those predecessors when she played, and she knew how important it was that her generation succeeded so that the next generation, my generation, could benefit.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Here's George. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Back to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. DiVincenzo against George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Giannis. A 26-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Here's George. Following the basket by Brook Lopez. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Milwaukee with the ball. Paul George making his last shot. Back to Middleton. 20 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
And George, here we go.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
George looking over the floor. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Double team on Holiday. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
And the pass to Middleton. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Great D that time from Leonard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Back to Tucker. Pass to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Stolen by Middleton. Leonard with the steal. Kennard finds Morris. Here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Leonard, that's for 2. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here's Middleton. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio. Pass to Portis, and he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the 3, the small forward. Man. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Williams. Here's George. It's blocked. Holiday goes in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's George. A rebound by the Bucks.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Lopez with the bucket. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The shot by George, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Took him no time at all on that one. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Paul George. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Giannis with another miss. Clippers trail by 10. The tray. And it's George again missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
The Bucks working the ball around. Poke loose. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 8.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And here's George for 3. That shot misses. And so we wrap up the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. And he might not get all the attention.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Passes it to Giannis. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that? You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now here is Holiday. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Poked away. Jackson in the corner. George against DiVincenzo. And George with the stuff.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
And there's the pass to Lopez. And Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Leonard. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The three from George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Holiday. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Jackson.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Nobody near Leonard. And no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Middleton looking it over. To the wing right side. Tucker the pass to Portis. Off target from outside.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27. Simply incredible.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Here is Forbes. Patterson defending. They grab their own miss. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got 8.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Patterson. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard kicks to Williams. Back to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Bucks leading by 11. DiVincenzo with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Tucker from the arc. But he stays with it. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Leonard. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Bucks on top, up 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the small forward.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They have a 9-point lead. He kicks it to Lopez. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Sinks that one from the post. And that's now 21 points for George.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Zubac against Holiday, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. So it's the Bucks now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. You know, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Bucks leading by 10. Now Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Holiday. Middleton against Williams. Passes to Holiday for 3. Kept alive.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Clippers trail by 12. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Lopez left side. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 5 on the clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Outside Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 10. Holiday surveying the floor. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Batum for 3. Ball's knocked loose. Morris dishes to Batum. Inside. There's the pass to Kennard. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Holiday against Williams. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Misses from short range.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Milwaukee with the ball. A 12-point game. Forbes. And the three ball is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. about that? DA, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, they've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Jackson. It's rebounded by Gasol. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Let's go. Batum grabs the miss. Here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Outside, Batum. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers on offense. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. In the corner, George with it. They get it back. Zubac. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
George has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Out to Morris. Launches it. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Pass to Gasol. Goes back up. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's George. A rebound by the Lakers.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's George. And Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Caldwell-Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his 2nd foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Jackson.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Lakers. Pass to Kennard. Morris kicks to Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Williams can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the Lakers with another miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And Harrell slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
Patterson, that's good.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Matthews. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Kennard. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Here's Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
You know, this game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Williams is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Mann in at the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Kuzma. Matthews, no one around him. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 5. Patterson down low. He's defended by Harrell. Kennard for 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Williams. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. On the wing, Batum. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And the wide open shot from Morris. Drops in the tray. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. Jackson against Schroeder. Now the pass to Kuzma. Here's Horton Tucker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Morris kicks to Batum. It's deflected and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris, and George is subbed in for Kennard. And then for the Lakers, Marc Gasol comes in for Harold, and Markieff Morris subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Jackson looking it over, passes it to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Zubac has got the lead back up to 1 now for the Clippers. Schroeder dishes to Caldwell Pope. 1:46 left in the first half. And it's Schroeder missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The long distance three is buried. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here is George. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Lakers in the lead. Schroeder up top. Zubac defending. Schroeder against George. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Here's Schroeder. Bucket is good. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. George looking around. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Leonard with the steal, and they're moving it up. And there's Paul George on the assist from Batum. George has got 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers trail. Schroeder outside. And the shot goes down.
He comes off screens like it's an agility course. Schroeder as elusive as they come.
The drive by Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. So a tie game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's McKinney in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Gasol sends it back. But they recover it. Shot clock at 6. Morris passes to Oturu. Yep, that one goes in there. Oturu's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Leonard against Schroeder. Morris with the block. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Kicks it out to Leonard. Oturu, the pass to Leonard. Another shot in the corner. It's Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Again, Leonard missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Kennard against Caldwell Pope. Kennard's shot is off. Here's McKinney. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers trail. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. He kicks to Morris. Leonard against Schroeder. It's good. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Leonard. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. A 2-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Caldwell Pope for 3. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Here's McKinney. And again, no good by the Lakers. Clippers leading by 4. It's stolen by Schroeder. McKinney passes to Schroeder. Morris kicks it over to Schroeder. Takes a 3. Pass to Morris. Back to Schroeder. To the wing on the left. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Here's McKinney. He's covered by Leonard. To end the drought, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kaycock's checked in.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Drills the three-pointer. Kuzma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
When Kuzma is this focused, he shoots it so well, even outside his comfort zone.
It's George on the wing. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Caruso. Matthews passes to Kuzma. Here's Kaycock. Here's Caruso. That three off the mark. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, George. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 7.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Paul George is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Batum. And it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. The 3 from Matthews. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Lakers trail by 9. Here's Horton Tucker. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. Man passes to Williams. In the corner, George with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Lakers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. And here's Matthews from the arc. And the Lakers with another miss.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Man. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Williams with the steal. The pass to Man. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Harrell slams it in.
Boy, he is continuing to evolve. Harrell reading that situation perfectly, making himself an asset as a scorer.
In the corner, George with it. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Kuzma outside. Here's Horton Tucker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Clippers leading by 10. Now here's George. Down low. Batum, good. Batum's got his first bucket in this one. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
.131 left to play in the final quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kuzma, right side. Here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
What a burst of energy from Kuzma. Gets himself where the team needed him the most.
Williams scanning the floor. From deep, George hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Paul George. It's the first that brings them to within 10.
I mean, amazing. Mark was drafted 48th overall, even after his brother Powell was drafted 3rd overall. Might have put a chip on Mark's shoulder.
Outside Williams. Lets it go with a three. Misses the shot.
That's the kind of defense they need from Schroeder.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
I need to see your top plays of the week right now. Bring me your best and leave the weak stuff at the door. Last chance to get in on top play of spring. Drop those plays. Our
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Puts one up from 19. Kept alive. Passes it to Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's Schroeder. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Just 5 on the clock. Caldwell-Pope pass to Gasol. And that one drops for him. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Chris Middleton. Morris dishes to Schroeder. Here's Gasol out to Kuzma. Another miss by Kuzma.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Here's Morris. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good from outside. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Caldwell-Pope.
And see where Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now, and that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Schroeder. Goes up at the stripe. The shot's good. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Holiday against Schroeder. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 4. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And then it starts to become a mental block. You start to think, oh man, I can't miss the next one.
So it's the Bucks now, following the basket by Markieff Morris. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Schroeder outside. The 3. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. That shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night right there. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. Marc Gasol is out there with Harrell. Then it's Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the point. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Stolen by Tucker, and up the court come the Bucks on the break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Pass to Harrell. Here is Matthews. Fires the 3. No good that time. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Horton Tucker. Harrell finds Matthews. Harrell down low. Guarded by Tucker. Harrell the pass to Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. It's tipped.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
Here's Harrell from deep. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
Now, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
Forbes can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Harrell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Now here's Middleton. 23 points his last outing. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here we go, 1-on-1. Out to the wing. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Harrell, guarded by Tucker. Harrell dishes to Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. To the inside, Tucker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Tucker's very good at using his body and drawing contact. I mean, he's got the physical tools. He's not afraid to use them.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, GA, the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Here's Schroeder. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut back down to 2 at those points from Schroeder. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Holiday. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix. And it's good, 2 points. Harrell's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1:07 left to play here in the half. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Schroeder. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. Here's Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Here's Harrell. Schroeder right side. To the middle. Harrell kicks to McKinney. Here's Kaycock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A shifty player who really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
And here's Schroeder. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. No problems knocking that one down. Caldwell Pope's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Here's Tucker. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. From deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
I'm trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Throws it up high.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Holiday with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Middleton for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. The Bucks trail. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Yep, it counts. Middleton's got 6.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now Schroeder.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Down low. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Refusing to be tied down. Lopez is good at exploiting the D and nailing the shot.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's McKinney. From 13, the rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Middleton outside. Inside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here's the break. On up the court. Schroeder passes to Kaycock. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo screws it in.
When someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Schroeder with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Caldwell Pope against DiVincenzo. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Bucks leading by 5. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Schroeder. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Schroeder against Holiday. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Kaycock, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Caruso in at the 1. 6 to shoot. Outside Holiday. Kuzma pulls it in.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Caruso, no good. Bucks leading by 5. Plenty of space. Can't hit that one. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. A step-back shot here. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow. Morris is a physical guy. Solid at staying active on the boards and gobbling up these rebounds.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Now, here's Portis. Yep, that one goes. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Here's Caruso. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Portis. Back to Holiday. That's tipped. And it's the Lakers on the break. Shoots from the elbow. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
Now, here's Tucker. Here's Portis. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 7.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunity.
And Morris throws it down.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. He kicks it to Forbes. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Horton Tucker, the pass to Kuzma. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 3-point Milwaukee lead. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The pass to Forbes. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Portis. Out to the right wing. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Here's Portis. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. The Bucks getting another chance here. On the wing, Holiday. There's the triple. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuzma. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Bucks leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Passes to Forbes. To the paint. Here's Portis. Rejected by Gasol.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol. Big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both teams.
Morris, left side. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Horton Tucker. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Outside Portis. To end the cold streak. Good.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Here's Caruso. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Keeps it alive, and Kuzma stays with it.
Love how much Kuzma believes in himself. An absolutely fearless competitor in clutch situations.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Schroeder against Holiday. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the tray. And here is Antetokounmpo. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
last week's top plays winner? We're posting those on social. Follow us at NBA 2K_2KTV.
And for those of you on Gen 5, did you know you can check out 2KTV anywhere in the city via your in-game mobile phone?
Waiting for Got Next? Hang out with us. Get some game tips, catch up on community.
the beaches of Santa Monica. And let's...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good on the triple. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time? Oh, the power on that threw down.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Holiday against Jackson. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. The dish to Batum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. One-on-one fast break. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Leonard. In the corner, George with it. The wing jumper off target.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Timeout.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Start it.
Now George against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Passes it to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard. And a great feel for when guys are open.
Here's George. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And it's George finishing it off.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill clutch. Now here is Holiday. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. From deep, George. No good on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Here's Batum following the basket by Giannis. In the corner, George with it.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Here's Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. George finds Jackson.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 12 points for Giannis.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jackson down low, guarded by Holiday. Middleton against Leonard. On the wing, George. 5 on the clock. Bucks leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Puts it up from 12. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
The 3 from George. Los Angeles with another miss. No good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no ego.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They've got Patrick Patterson, Lou Williams out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Man in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Knocks it loose. Patterson passes to Williams. Now Morris. Fades and shoots. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Giannis passes to Tucker. Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Williams. And the basket is good. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. 13 feet away. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Clippers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shoots the 3. Man passes to Morris. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points for the game.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Clippers, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Leonard, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Paul George in for Kennard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Just incredible the way that Brook Lopez has changed his game to the outside.
Here's George. 8 points for him. The pass to Man. And George, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
Well, George in there just gliding through and makes a nice move on the drive.
Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Bucks leading by 4. Middleton outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Man can't hit. On offense, here are the Bucks. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now, here is George. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And it's George finishing it off.
You know, I always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Holiday with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And George kicks to Jackson. George looking around for the tie. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Holiday, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim? Love the power on that dunk, too.
And here's Leonard. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Makes it off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Holiday against Williams. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. That one doesn't drop. Here's George. It's deflected. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. The shot's good from Forbes. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now Leonard. It's good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
.135 left in the third. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. He kicks it to Batum. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. But deep three from George. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Connaughton. And the three off target. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. So both teams making some changes here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points. when he's at the free throw line, pretty much automatic.
Holiday attacking. That one good for 2. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Patrick Patterson. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Patterson's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Holiday. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Kennard. Zubac with it. From deep 3-point range, Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Comes up empty down low.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Middleton against Morris. Back to Patterson. Pulls up. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Zubac. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Shots good by Middleton.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game. He'll take that shot.
Clippers trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Patterson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And Patterson kicks to Kennard. Over in the corner, Zubac. Here's Patterson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
Milwaukee making a switch. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
That and one free throw ups it to a two-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Here's George. A steal. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. And it's blocked. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he lays in the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And it's the Bucks ball. Here is Forbes. Passes to Holiday. And here is Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday gets the bucket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3-ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday, earn double rep at Dunk Fest, where you'll be
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal number for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for the Lakers, they got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Schroeder in a point. Gasol no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And George, here we go. Passes it to Zubac. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet.
Here's Schroeder. Paul George making his last shot. Schroeder. Gasol wide open. He fires. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Leonard kicks to George. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Caldwell-Pope passes to Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Pass to Zubac. Now George. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And Paul George again. George has got 8 points.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. At that time working inside.
Now here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Schroeder. Outside for Gasol. Tries again. The shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Lakers. And he banks in the layup.
He is so good going to the basket. Schroeder knows how to keep his man off balance.
Jackson kicks to George. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Schroeder. And the basket by Jackson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Schroeder with the drive. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
George against Kuzma. That one goes. Count it. 10 points for him.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Schroeder dishes to Caldwell Pope. Down low. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
George with the ball. Gasol covering. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer, no good. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Suns.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
A shot by Batum, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Caruso. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Williams inside. Kennard, the pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers.
Detention at the school because I never followed rules.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Patrick Patterson, Lou Williams out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, I can't remember any scouts predicting that Harold would become this kind of offensive force.
Lakers trail by 3. Caruso, no good. The Clippers shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively.
Los Angeles foul. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Mann. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Knocked away. It's stolen by Morris. He lobs it up.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Williams. And the rejection by Harold. Pass to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. And Harold slams it in.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harold's strongest attribute offensively.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Charlotte.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's the break. Here's Harrell. The Clippers grab the miss. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Outside Matthews. And Morris comes over to help. Here's Horton Tucker. And he misses his first shot. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Matthews, no one around him. That one wide left. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. And he drops it in from the low post.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game, taking it up strong inside.
Caruso looking for an opening, and that one drops. Harrell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lou Williams, FDGA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Markieff Morris. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And it's Harrell missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from the wing.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Schroeder passes to Horton Tucker. 8 feet away. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. So for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Lou Williams. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's George, and the layup's good off the glass. George has got 16 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Harrell.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The pass to Harrell. From the arc. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Harrell trying to free himself up. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's George. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. 1 half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 16 points, 2 assists. And that
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
We've got Markieff Morris, Caldwell-Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And finished off by Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Schroeder outside. The dish to Gasol, puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. Outside for Caldwell Pope. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Gasol passes to Kuzma. Leonard brings the double team. Jackson against Schroeder. Dishes to Gasol. That shot off the mark.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
George against Caldwell Pope. On the wing, George. He's got 16. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The Clippers keep it alive. There's Jackson with the 3. The shot will not fall. The Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's Schroeder missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Caldwell Pope against George. Batum, good.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Schroeder with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Morris against Batum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 6. Williams finds Kennard. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
For the 3. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Here's Caruso. Harrell, great positioning on the putback.
This is Montrezl Harrell, strong offensive rebounder with the skill to make good on the second chance.
Williams passes to Mann, back to Williams. He dishes it to Patterson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Lakers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Matthews scanning the floor. Off target with his 3. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Williams passes to Kennard. Back to Williams. Passes it to Patterson. Here's Kennard. From downtown. Here's Morris. Pass to Mann. Back to Morris. Goes back up. A shot that time, not on target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so, and it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Williams. And it's George in at the 2 spot.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Now Williams. Pass to George. Williams kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Here's Caruso. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 12. Matthews dishes to Morris. Takes the 3. Caruso, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Williams. Outside for George. Patterson passes to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, George. Off target with the open look.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Now here's Williams. The 3 from George. Good on the 3-point shot. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Harrell dishes to Morris. Harrell down low. Patterson defending. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers trail by 12. McKinney kicks it over to Schroeder. Offline with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Gasol. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Latrey. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Now the pass to Okuru. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Caldwell Pope right side. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Shoots a 3. McKinney, no good. Clippers leading by 12. From deep, George. Hickok pulls it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
George passes to Oturu. Outside for George. That three off the mark. Now the Lakers on the break. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A second chance effort. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.